On today's IRS tax refund update, we will recap the latest developments, including the next rounds of tax refunds scheduled to be released. And from there, we will take a look at some viewer-submitted transcripts from those still experiencing delays, including those who are still seeing the no tax return has been filed message on their tax transcript even months after filing, as well as encountering the 571 transcript code and the notice codes appearing on those tax transcripts which can indicate the possible cause of that refund delay. Now, starting off with the latest, as the next rounds of tax refunds are scheduled for release on August 18th and 25th, as confirmed by the tax transcripts seen here. And if you are part of these latest refund batches and have chosen to receive that refund via direct deposit, you should see that refund post to your bank account by that refund date, and in some cases possibly before, depending on your bank. But do allow 5 additional days after the refund date for it to post to your bank account before initiating a payment trace with the IRS. Meanwhile, those who are receiving paper checks should receive it in the mail within 7 to 10 days of that refund date. Now, many of those still experiencing delays with their tax refunds at this point are likely to see the 570 and 971 codes on their tax transcripts as shown on this viewer-submitted tax transcript. Now, it should be noted that this year the IRS has started listing the notice they are sending out under the 971 code, which may give additional insight on what is going on with those tax delays even before you receive that notice. And in this case, the impacted taxpayer is set to receive the CP24 notice from the IRS, which is a letter indicating the IRS has found a difference between the tax payments reported on the tax return compared to what they received. So now this could result in one of two things: an actual increase of your tax refund or a reduction if your refund to make up the difference, and in some cases you can go from expecting a refund to now owing the IRS. It is important to note that in this case, the 570 and 971 codes on the tax transcripts show the same exact dates, which is August 11th, 2025. And that means the IRS has already auto-corrected the issue and the refund has been cleared for processing. Now, if you are seeing these codes with different dates as of your last tax transcript update, that means the IRS is continuing to work on your tax return and attempting to resolve whatever issue they may have discovered during tax processing. And beside the CP24 notice appearing under the 971 code, you are likely to see notice codes such as the CP05 letter, which means the IRS is still processing the return and needs more time, as well as the CP21 notice, which means the IRS has made changes to your tax return. Meanwhile, we have been hearing from a number of viewers who are still not seeing any updates to their tax transcripts or refund status results even months after filing, similar to what is seen here. And what has been discovered in several cases is that the delays had to do with the need for the tax filer to complete ID verification. However, they had not received any notifications that this was the cause of their delay, and it was only after reaching out to the IRS did they become aware of the issue and could start the process. However, it is also important to confirm that if your tax return was in fact accepted by the IRS when you first filed. And the way of doing that is going into the tax filing software you used to confirm that was in fact the case. We continue to hear from viewers who are still impacted by the 810 Refund Freeze code on their tax transcripts like seen here. And some of the top causes of this code include the IRS detected math errors, missing schedules, or inconsistencies. The IRS is conducting a manual review of your return, including income, deductions, and credits. Another cause is the IRS flagged your return for possible identity theft. A tax filer may owe taxes for a previous year in which the expected refund will be applied to, and some credits such as EITC can trigger additional IRS reviews. For those still needing assistance with their tax refunds and who are unable to get a resolution by contacting the IRS directly, the 2 additional recommendations include opening a case with the Taxpayer Advocate's Office, or by reaching out to your local congressional representative's office for further assistance, and through contact information can be found using the links seen here. Let us know in the comment section below about your ongoing tax issue. In the meantime, we will keep monitoring the situation for further developments, so make sure to click on the thumbs up and subscribe button below for future updates on this channel, and thanks for watching.